Good morning, and thank you for tuning into your daily Wallops weather briefing for Friday, June 28th. Already seeing hot temperatures out there this morning. Temperature already up to 91 degrees here at Wallops as of 10 a.m. We do anticipate those temperatures to keep rising through the morning hours, getting up to about 93 or 94 by this afternoon with much higher humidity. Also going to be seeing those heat index values climb to near 100 degrees. So that'll be important to keep in mind if you're doing any outside work this afternoon. Taking a look at our surface analysis this morning, we do have broad high pressure across much of the eastern half of the United States. High pressure has begun to build a little bit over just east of the region near Bermuda. That's helping to reinforce a south to southwesterly flow across the region, as well as that upper level ridging continuing helping to give us these hot temperatures with that south-southwesterly flow bringing in additional moisture. That's going to bump our dew points into the low to mid 70s, giving us heat index values of near 100 degrees today, and perhaps even a little bit higher as we go into tomorrow. Taking a look at our upper level winds this morning, very calm upper level winds due to that upper level ridging that is dominating the mid-Atlantic. Only seeing winds around 5 to 10 knots from the west or west-northwest across the entire column this morning, seeing the freezing level just above 13,000 feet. Taking a look at some conditions across the area this morning, already seeing temperatures in the near 90 degrees. These haven't quite updated yet, but we are seeing those temperatures already near 90 degrees for 10 a.m. Across the region. Taking a look at our dew points across the area, seeing widespread dew points in the low to mid 70s, especially here along the lower shore. That'll help to give those very dangerous heat index values as we go towards the late morning hours and into this afternoon as those temperatures climb an additional few degrees. Taking a look at our wind direction here, we are seeing south to southwesterly winds across the Delmarva. They're pretty light right now, only running around 3 to 8 knots. We do anticipate them to increase a bit to 7 to 12 knots this afternoon, remaining about southwesterly for the next few hours, and then as we go towards the early afternoon hours, they will shift a little more southerly. That could help knock down our temperatures a couple degrees. Also bringing in a sea breeze, which looks to give us about a 20% chance of bringing an isolated shower or thunderstorm to the Delmarva as we go towards the early afternoon hours. Taking a look at our satellite loop this morning, just have a very, very thin blanket of cirrus across the region at around 25,000 feet this morning. That's going to continue throughout the day. Not really seeing any cumulus clouds pop up yet. We do anticipate that to start, though, in the next hour or two and with that light flow and much deeper moisture today, can't rule out seeing an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm along the Delmarva Atlantic coast. Hard to pinpoint exactly where one might occur, but running around a 20% chance for any spot to see a pop-up shower early this afternoon. So taking a look at our forecast for today, expecting a high of a 93 as we go towards lunchtime today. Then those temperatures will knock down a bit as that wind shifts a little more southerly due to the sea breeze coming in. Still remaining in near 90 into the upper 80s as we go towards the mid to late afternoon hours. Winds will be south-southwesterly at 7 to 12 knots this afternoon into early this evening, then becoming southwesterly around 3 to 8 knots to the overnight hours. Going to be running that about 20% chance of seeing a pop-up shower early this afternoon, mainly between noon and about 4 p.m., and about a 10 to 15% chance of seeing a thunderstorm as well. Any of that activity is going to be very, very isolated, however. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, just going to mainly be seeing that thin cirrus layer near 25,000 feet continue throughout the day and into tonight. Going to be seeing a few clouds near 4,000 or 5,000 feet pop up as we get towards lunchtime. Also seeing some clouds near 10,000 feet, and then we'll see that become scattered to broken at times, and especially if we get into it, if we see an isolated shower in the vicinity. And then just seeing a few clouds at 7,500, few at 12,000 feet, broken at 25 as we go into early tomorrow morning. Expect a very mild, muggy low tomorrow morning in the mid to upper 70s, near 76 here at Wallops. Taking a quick look at our extended model here. Just going to be seeing that chance of a pop-up shower as we go towards this afternoon. Better chance looks to be just west of the bay, perhaps near our nation's capital. They look to see a better chance of seeing some isolated shower and thunderstorm activity here along the Delmarva, but can't rule one out, seeing that 10 to 20% chance. As we go into tomorrow, we're going to be having a front start to drop down across Pennsylvania from a north to south. That's going to help to continue that westerly flow ahead of it, also maybe giving us some compressional heating. So definitely going to be seeing some widespread temperatures in the upper 90s across the Delmarva, and seeing those heat index values above 100 for some spots as well. Here at Wallops, expecting a high near 95 degrees. Expect warmer temperatures expect temperatures close to 100, I think, in a couple isolated spots across the Delmarva tomorrow. And then as we go into tomorrow afternoon with that front coming down, we can expect that front to be the focus for some isolated shower and thunderstorm activity. It looks like the best chance of that happening is going to be around sunset, and then through about midnight tomorrow night, and then possibly still seeing some chances lingering through the first half of the day on Sunday. And then looks like that cool front's not really going to bring us much relief on Sunday, as that somewhat cooler air is going to linger behind. We will be seeing lower humidity values Sunday, but still going to be seeing that high into the low 90s. Then Monday, it looks like we're going to get a little bit more of a drier seasonable air mass moving in. Highs will return into the lower to mid 80s with much less humidity for Monday. But then as we go into the middle to end of next week, we will be seeing that heat and humidity return once again, especially as we get later into next week. So looking at our 7-day forecast, going to be seeing that 20% chance of a pop-up shower, about 10 to 15% chance of a thunderstorm early this afternoon with a high of about 93. Tomorrow does look to be the hottest day, as well as some oppressive humidity with heat index values above 100 in spots. Seeing that high of 95 here at Wallops. We are going to be seeing those scattered thunderstorms mainly in the late afternoon and evening, with that ahead of that front that's going to drop down. And then Sunday, we're going to still be seeing an isolated shower. It looks like mainly before noon. Still going to be seeing hotter temperatures in the lower 90s for Sunday, but maybe seeing some less humidity, which should help with those heat index values out there. Monday, we are going to finally see that somewhat cooler and drier air mass moving in. More seasonable temperature in the mid-80s expected for Monday, and then finally getting Monday morning that'll be a little bit more closer to average with a low of 67. But then that will wash out as we have upper level ridging building once again for the middle and late portions of next week. On Tuesday, it does look like we're going to be seeing perhaps a weak warm front move through the area. That could help to pop off an isolated thunderstorm, only running around a 20% chance. Any activity will be very isolated, seeing a high of 92. And then we'll see that moisture increase once again as we go towards the middle of late next week, with those mild lows returning in the mid to upper 70s. Highs expected near 90 degrees with humid conditions. And Thursday does look like we're going to see another chance of some isolated pop-up showers and storms, with a little bit of a lesser chance on Wednesday. And then looks like Thursday will remain mostly dry. Any shower or thunderstorm activity that it does occur will be isolated on and happening in the evening time. That'll do it for your daily weather briefing. We'll be back on Monday morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a wonderful weekend.